Tori checking in LOJ Fit Club. Listen, all trainers are not created equal, okay? Many trainers are out here, many different styles, but all trainers are not created equal. Okay, if you watch the rest of this video, I'm gonna show you how you're gonna be able to get 50% off of any of our training programs. Watch the rest of this video, especially if you have a flexible schedule. Okay, what do I mean by that? Okay, you got different training styles. Awesome, right? You got different people, different motivational styles, techniques, things like that. All that's cool. But by far, the most superior way of training is a concept of training called functional training. What does that mean? That means that your body, the human body, the anatomy of the human body, okay, the physiology of a human body, it has a certain way that it moves, okay, naturally, okay? If you're not moving it in that way, over time you will hinder the human body and its ability to move. Movement is essential, okay, throughout life. So functional training, it does not go against your body's natural way of moving, but complements it. Let me teach you a concept. We are what you call unilateral beings. A kangaroo is what you call a bilateral being, which means it hops, right? And it uses both legs to move. A human only uses one side at a time, one leg at a time. When you're running, you're on one leg. So a lot of the training that we do, especially with squats that are more of a bilateral movement, is not as good as somebody who knows 100 different variations of lunges. Because a lunge is training you in the way that you are, which is a unilateral being. Okay? Moving trends, we got 3 planes of movement. One of them is transverse. That's the most neglected. So if the trainer is not training a lot with transverse, you know how to incorporate that, right? You're going to hinder the ability for that particular person's biomechanics. Okay? Which is why our studio is set up the way that it is. What do I mean by that? If you look, you just see open space, right? Follow me. Okay, you see open space. So somebody looking at it at first hand may think like, what is that, a dance studio or something? Like, what is that, right? But no, all of our equipment is behind the wall. We bring it out, what we need, but your body is the machine. Using machines at a gym will over time hinder your exercise progress and your body's movements and ability to move. When you're sitting down and you're doing this, you're in a fixed motion. Your body is free. It's not fixed. Okay? So your ligaments, joints, and you're training the body about in isolation, and the human body does not work in isolation. So let me show you a couple of these equipment that we use, right? And so it takes a very creative trainer to be able to use these in a lot of different variations, and the reward for it is magnificent. Okay? Let me show you. So these are the simple things that we need, right? We got dumbbells, kettlebells, balls, medicine balls, physio balls, right? A whole bunch of little, different equipment in the baskets, ladders, right? We do a lot of boxing. We do sandbag training, a lot of sandbag, Viper logs. So we have so much, so many things that we can do, but it requires you to understand how to train functionally. And at the end of the day, your body will reward, your body will be thankful that you did, because over time and long periods of time, you will have better functionality than somebody who doesn't. So we'll go back in here. Let me finish up, show you how you can be a part of this. So, you can be a part of this, right? By watching this video and watching the end of this video. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to take off at least 50%. If you have a flexible schedule, so if you're like a nurse or, your job, you work at home or whatever, you can kind of create your own schedule. Then I have some open availabilities that are not so popular than certain times, right? Somebody who's on a fixed schedule, it may be a little harder for you. Don't reach out, because we might have something on the weekends or things like that. But anybody who's on a more of a flexible schedule and can train at certain times, I'm going to give you a higher percentage off, at least 50% off on a program. Go ahead, get in contact with me, do whatever is needed. I'll tell you below, fill out the form, whatever you're seeing this on, and we look forward to seeing you. Also, don't matter where you are, we do online training and FaceTime training as well. So with that being said, Tori checking out LOJ Fit Club. Hope you found this video helpful. Peace.